Becoming her true self at a very young age. Next. She began the process of transitioning at 10 years old. Now 19, she's an actress living her best life. Welcome to Transcend. It's Zoey Luna.
Hi, thank you for having me. It's an honor.
Of course. I just want to say, I don't know if you know, but I transitioned at 37 years old. So I would think that it's safe to say that me and you, we're living proof that it's never too early nor never too late to become who you're meant to be.
Exactly, and I live by that truth.
So let's just take it back to your earlier years. Do you remember what were some of the thoughts and the feelings that you were having at the time at the age of 5?
I mean, I always knew that I wasn't a boy. I never necessarily knew that like girls had vaginas and boys had penises. Sorry if that's a little R-rated, but I never knew that there was a difference in gender based on what you had between your legs. So for me, I just thought, I'm a girl. I see what girls are doing. They do what I like to do. I want to grow my hair out. Makes sense if I'm a girl. And I don't know. I just had this deep knowledge. And so I didn't think there was a problem with me. I always thought there was a problem with everyone else in the world who was telling me that I wasn't a girl or that I couldn't be a girl because of something in between my legs. And so at that moment, I realized there was something wrong and different about the world other than me.
I love that you said that because I too feel like there was always an inner knowing, but I always felt my struggle was more so with the outer world. And of course, growing up in the environment, which I think that a lot of it stems from the environment. It could either nurture you or suppress you. Do you think that people of color have a harder time with dealing with and supporting and accepting their trans children and family members?
I mean, for a while, I did think that people of color had a harder time accepting their trans kids because, religion and everything like that. But at the same time, I mean, if you look at white people, I mean, they kind of in the same boat. And so I feel like it's an everyone thing. I mean, every culture has their oppressive religions that they follow like a cult, whether or not they want to admit it or not. So, I mean, I think it stems in all families, and it can seem more aggressive in our communities because we already are so marginalized and so, profiled. And so we tend to pick on people that have it a little different than us because we're already made out to be the different ones. But I think that we're totally not the only ones, and we don't receive the hardest issues with acceptance. I think all races do.
I'm in awe. I wish I had the tools and the knowledge and the support that you did at that age. I believe, everything happens when it's supposed to, but I can't help but wonder how things would have been. What advice would you give someone, the youth right now that's dealing with transition?
My advice to youth transitioning right now is that, you may not have a support system. I sure as hell didn't when it came to a lot of things, although it seems that way. I would say to support yourself through all of this and to never give up on your dream and to not let outside contributors tell you how to live your life or how to dream, because ultimately this life is your game, and why are you going to play it by someone else's rules?
So speaking of Zoey's game, where does Zoey get her strength and her confidence from?
I definitely got my strength and confidence from being alone a lot as a child. My mom and my dad were always at work, so I had a lot of free time on my hand to watch Disney Channel and to be alone. And so I would say my own personal strength comes from just me knowing me from the beginning and not really having a lot of outside opinions affect me. And for me just being like, I don't care about what you guys think, So I would say it comes from myself.
I feel that. And you were 13 years old when you were transitioning in school, dealing with bigotry, dealing with bullying. Your school even tried to go to the extent of expelling you because of you using the girls' bathroom.
I was almost expelled in 10th grade, when I was 10 years old, actually, for just starting to transition. I fully transitioned at 10 years old, and when I was 13, I was already fully transitioned. I was making documentaries and everything like that. But yeah, I was being threatened to be expelled by my school district at 10 years old because they didn't appreciate the fact that I was openly transitioning and starting the process on my name change and changing to my clothes that made me feel comfortable. So they wanted to expel me because they thought it would be a better situation, quote unquote, for me to transition in a place where no one knew me. Although they did, in reality, they just did not want to accept a trans girl in their school.
They were not ready.
They weren't ready. but I made them be ready because I've also filed a complaint with the United States Department of Education, and I helped pass AB 1266, and I got proper training from my school alongside the help of the ACLU, and I do owe that to my mother. It's the one good thing she did in my life.
So you literally did walk so many of us and many can run nowadays. So thank you for that. You're such a trailblazer.
All of us are. Everyone here that's living a life outside of the norm or the binary. We're all trailblazers, and I appreciate you just as much as I appreciate myself, and that's a lot.
I love that. What would you say to your younger self?
I would say to my younger self, don't change a thing. Just keep going. She doesn't need advice. She got this.
And if your father was here today, what do you think he would say to you?
He would tell me to stop getting lip injections and to stop straightening my hair.
Before I let you go, let's talk about your acting career.
I've been in The Craft Legacy, Dear Evan Hansen, Pose, and many more to come.
Well, I mean, again, as you said, we are all trailblazers in our own individual, right, in our own individual way. And I'm just thankful that you were here today to just share your story, share your perspective, as I do believe that we all have our own unique perspectives and our unique expressions of what trans means to us. So thank you for your insight, for being you, for showing up in the fullness that you do. Keep on fighting the good fight and keep on queening.
Thank you. Right back at you. I appreciate you too. It's so great to be here.
Don't forget to check out our website at pluslifemedia.com to watch this episode again or for more stories like these. And remember to follow us at Plus Life Media. Until then, be the kid, be aware, and be here now.